Get ready, because this story is about to take you on a roller coaster ride. A major legal battle is unfolding, and trust me, you won't want to miss a single detail. Former First Lady Melania Trump is taking on The View in a defamation lawsuit worth a staggering $100 million. Yes, you heard that right, $100 million. This is no ordinary celebrity feud. This legal showdown has the potential to shake up the entertainment and media industries in a big way, and people are already buzzing about it. Here's the scoop: Melania Trump is suing the hosts of The View over some highly controversial comments made about her during the show. When I say controversial, I mean they hit a nerve, a big one. This isn't just tabloid gossip, it's a high-stakes battle that could redefine how public figures are treated by the media. So where did it all begin? During an episode of The View, the hosts discussed Melania's tenure as First Lady, and let's just say their remarks were far from flattering. Some of their statements were downright inflammatory. One host even implied that Melania was unhappy as First Lady, suggesting she didn't want the role and was dissatisfied in her marriage to Donald Trump. Bold claims, right? And now those comments are at the center of this explosive legal clash. But it didn't stop there. The discussion quickly escalated into a barrage of criticisms about Melania's choices and actions during her time in the White House. The hosts took aim at everything from her redecorating decisions to her stance on Christmas traditions. One host even went so far as to suggest that Melania was indifferent to her responsibilities, portraying her as resentful and unhappy with the expectations placed upon her. Unsurprisingly, these deeply personal attacks didn't sit well with Melania.
Now you know who has been bragging all over the campaign trail about how he's the one that overturned Roe v. Wade, but apparently his wife has different thoughts on the reproductive rights after posting this video plugging her memoir. Take a look.
Individual freedom is a fundamental principle that I safeguard. Without a doubt, there is no room for compromise when it comes to this essential right that all women possess from birth: individual freedom. What does my body, my choice really mean?
Melania Trump is famously private, even more so than most public figures, so when these personal jabs were directed at her, she was reportedly furious, and she didn't waste any time taking action. Melania has filed a defamation lawsuit against the hosts of The View, alleging that their statements weren't just false, but also deeply damaging to her reputation. This isn't about hurt feelings or a public relations stunt. Melania is fighting to protect her image and prevent false narratives about her from spreading unchecked. Let's be clear, it's rare for public figures, especially someone of her prominence, to respond this aggressively to media criticism. Most would either issue a brief statement or brush off the controversy entirely, but not Melania. By filing this lawsuit, she's making it abundantly clear that she won't stand by and let lies about her character go unchallenged.
Would be made.
It goes far beyond a celebrity dispute. It touches on fundamental questions about what can and cannot be said about public figures. Melania Trump's legal battle could set a significant precedent for how defamation cases involving celebrities, politicians, and other public figures are handled in the future. If Melania wins, it could trigger a major shift in how media outlets, including talk shows, approach stories about the personal lives of high-profile individuals. Media platforms like The View might adopt a far more cautious approach when discussing speculative or controversial aspects of public figures' private lives. However, this raises an equally pressing concern. Could this case have a chilling effect on free speech? If public figures gain broader protection against criticism, it might limit open discussions about their lives and actions. Adding another layer of intrigue is the timing of this lawsuit. Just as Melania takes legal action, Donald Trump is dominating headlines for his own legal controversies. Some are speculating that Melania's lawsuit is a strategic move to shift the media spotlight back onto her. Could this be her way of reclaiming attention amid the storm surrounding her husband? Now, let's examine the comments that prompted Melania to take this extraordinary legal step. One of the most shocking moments came when a host claimed that Melania Trump hates her husband and no longer wanted to live with him. Can you believe that? These kinds of personal attacks aren't just hurtful, they're deeply damaging. Many viewers found themselves rewinding the episode to confirm what they heard. The audacity of such comments left a lot of people shaking their heads. This situation highlights a troubling gray area where the line between opinion and harmful gossip becomes dangerously blurred. What's especially striking is how quickly Melania responded. High-profile figures often adopt a wait-and-see approach, perhaps issuing a statement or choosing to ignore the controversy altogether. But not Melania. She's heading straight to the courtroom with a $100 million lawsuit, sending a clear message that she's not playing games. This isn't just a publicity stunt, it's a serious legal fight. Melania is making it abundantly clear that these comments have consequences far beyond a fleeting media squabble. She's fighting to safeguard her long-term reputation and to set a precedent for how public figures are treated in the media.
These are such vile comments, but they are exactly what the Views audience loves. It is targeted perfectly at a radically feminist, liberal audience that loves hate. Another now. This is loving and tolerant rhetoric the left uses, which they accuse the opposing side of using. And this one, those women are a danger to America. They do more than anyone else to stoke political and social tensions. The former president says he thinks his wife should be allowed to think for herself.
What does this mean for all of us? This case raises big questions about the balance between the media, public figures, and personal privacy. Should celebrities and politicians expect complete privacy, or must they accept a certain level of public scrutiny? Where do we draw the line between free speech and defamation? The outcome of Melania Trump's lawsuit could reshape media law as we know it. Experts are already predicting ripple effects across the entertainment industry. If Melania wins, it could prompt a major shift in how media outlets handle stories about the private lives of public figures, whether they're politicians, celebrities, or their families. Naturally, the lawsuit has sparked mixed reactions. Some critics claim Melania is exploiting the situation for publicity, while others see her as standing up for her reputation and drawing a necessary line about what's acceptable in the media. The truth likely lies somewhere in between, but one thing is clear, this case is shedding light on the complex relationship between fame, personal privacy, and media responsibility. As the lawsuit progresses, all eyes will be on Melania and The View to see how the courts address her claims. This isn't just about the $100 million at stake, it's about setting a new standard for how the media discusses public figures. If Melania prevails, it could lead to a significant change in how talk shows, news outlets, and entertainment programs approach controversial topics about famous individuals. The drama is just beginning, and this case is sure to spark conversation for a long time. So what's your take? Is Melania right to sue, or could this set a dangerous precedent for free speech in the media? Share your thoughts below. We want to hear from you. Stay tuned for updates as this story develops. Thanks for reading, and remember to stay informed, stay engaged, and we'll be back soon with more breaking news. Take care.